Be expecting to take, if they sue the national anthem, I think they're going to do the national anthem now. Hope they do. I don't know what they're doing.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. If I could
Maybe, we'll see.
Stand
yeah, add more.
The singing of our national anthem tonight performed by Miss Haley Ghost from Warren Central High School.
That should be a lot. That should be fine. Yep. Actually, cut down to 30 seconds instead of a minute with the intro. Good, glorious evening all, and welcome into 1340 The Ticket, your home for Bowling Green High basketball. Tonight is the 14th District Championship between Bowling Green and Warren Central. Warren Central got here with a victory Wednesday night against Warren East. Bowling Green got here with a tooth and nail biting victory over Greenwood Thursday night. Bowling Green is the away team in their purple jerseys. Warren Central, the home team, in their white jerseys. Let's go ahead and go through your starting lineups. First, for the home team, the Warren Central Dragons. Starting at guard, a senior, number 1, Troy Halcomb. Starting at forward, a senior, number 3, Shamarcus Wells. At guard, a junior, number 12, Jordan Shanklin. At guard, a senior, number 13, Jacob King. And at forward, a junior, number 44, George Fant. The head coach of the Warren Central Dragons is Tim Riley. The Dragons come in tonight with a 19-7 record, 11-1 on the region, 6-1 in the district. The only loss in the region and the district comes at the helm of this Bowling Green team back on January 15th, which Bowling Green won 73-70. The last time these two teams met was a few weeks ago in early February, when Warren Central welcomed the Purples on their home floor, winning 65-58. We saw this exact matchup last season in the district championship when Warren Central took care of the Purples 60-53. But Bowling Green had the last laugh last season as they went on to win the region and had a chance to dance at Rupp Arena in the Sweet 16. Let's now go to the starting lineups for your Bowling Green Purples. Starting at forward, a senior, number 3, DJ Ray. Starting at guard, a senior, number 5, Tommy Boyce. At guard, a junior, number 12, Mike Geegan. At forward, a junior, number 14, Tyson Halcomb. And the big man in the middle, at junior, a forward, number 21, Shane Behannon. The head coach of the Bowling Green Purples is D.G. Sherrill. Bowling Green comes at night with a 24-3 record with only 2 losses in the region and 1 loss in the district. Bowling Green will be going right to left of your radio dial. Warren Central left to right. Bowling Green wearing their away purple jerseys. Bowling Green written across the chest in white, outline in gold. A double white stripe goes from the armpit down to the knee, where a gold H is encased in a half circle of purple. Warren Central in their home white jerseys, Warren across the chest, the number in the middle, Central across the stomach, all in navy blue. The number on the neck, on the back navy blue, a WC on the left kneecap, and a dragon symbol on the rear of the shorts. Bowling Green had a scare Thursday night against Greenwood, coming out on top 44-42 with the dramatics of DJ Ray in the closing seconds. And a controversial no call is what surrounded the game afterwards. Warren Central made here quite with ease, but somewhat of a scare from Warren East as they come out on up top by 18. But Warren East slowed the game down against Central and made Central play their own game. Central quickly adapted and got running quickly in the second half. Tonight, we expect a track meet between these two teams. A back-and-forth matchup up and down the court, a lot of pressing, a lot of physical play, and a lot of scoring. Shane Behannon will be going up against George Fant at center court. Bowling Green right to left of your radio dial. Warren Central left to right. Both these teams will be in a drawing tomorrow morning for the region to who they'll play. Seeding determined tonight. Tip ball will go to Warren Central in the backcourt to Wells. Pass right side to Halcomb. Halcomb on the right wing, sweeps to his left to King. To Jordan Shanklin in the left. Kicks it back to Troy Halcomb. Back to Shanklin in the left. Shanklin pull-up jumper. 15-footer on the back of the rim. No good. Rebound Behannon for Bowling Green. Around 4 Warren Central players. Tommy Boyce handling the ball for the Purples at half court. Goes to DJ Ray. Swings to his left in the wing to Mike Geegan beyond the arc. Inside to Halcomb. Halcomb, awkward jumper off the glass and good. First points of the game go to the Purples and Tyson Halcomb. 2-0, 7:20 on the clock, first quarter. Tyson matched up with his brother Troy on defense, a man-to-man for the Purples. Wells to his right to King. King dribble top the key, left side to Halcomb, down the corner, left corner to Shanklin. Back up top to King at the key. King picks up his dribble, goes to Halcomb. Halcomb going to his left with the dribble. Waiting, seeking help, and a foul will be called down the blocks. It'll come against Bowling Green. This one is on Shane Behannon. The first foul of the Bowling Green goes against Bowling Green in Behannon. It's crucial for Bowling Green to stay out of foul trouble tonight, especially with the big fella Behannon up against a physical presence like Fant. Halcomb inbounds. Goes cross court to King. Down low to Fant. Fant on Behannon. Drives. Goes up. Blocked by Behannon. Bowling Green the basketball pushing. Ray cross court to Halcomb. Halcomb 16-foot jumper. No good. Tip up no good by Behannon. Get his own rebound. Gets in the middle. Goes up again. Gets the foul called. And Shane Behannon will go to the line and shoot 2 for the Purples. A physical play made by the junior Behannon as the foul is called on Fant of Warren Central. 6:35 on the clock. Bowling Green 2, Warren Central 0 in the first quarter. Behannon at the line to shoot 2 for the Purples. Behannon sets and shoots. Up and good. Behannon, a 62% free throw shooter on the season, has had his struggles, but at times has looked very impressive for a fellow of his stature at the free throw line. Behannon sets and shoots. No good. Rebound be tipped out and recovered by King of Warren Central. King in the backcourt to Halcomb. Boyce guarding on Halcomb now. Bowling Green a full court man-to-man. Halcomb going to his left, spinning around Boyce. Pass between the circles of Schmarkus Wells. Wells waiting on Shanklin. Pass to the right side. Shanklin down low to Halcomb. Up off the glass and good for Troy Halcomb. As the Halcomb brothers get the first points for their for their teams. Tyson had the first points for Bowling Green. Troy, first points for Central. Bowling Green the lead 3-2. Ball loose at half court. Geoghan and Boyce hit head-to-head. Boyce and Geoghan still on the floor. Geoghan is up. Boyce still on the ground. As him and Geoghan both are going for it. Boyce being helped up by Behannon. Boyce does not want to get up. He wants to stay on the ground. Ray checking on his buddy Tommy Boyce. Boyce, one of the senior leaders for this Bowling Green team, has not put up nearly the numbers that Bowling Green wants but hasn't had to. But Boyce is down at midcourt. Geoghan seems to be okay, but Boyce seems to be a little bit shooken up. Boyce being attended to by Coach Clubb and Coach Browning and the straining staff for the Purples. Boyce, looking dazed and confused, gets up to his rear and has, looking up, looks to be a bloody nose of some kind for Boyce. With Boyce on the ground, let's take a 30-second break. Be back with Purples basketball here on 1340, The Ticket.
Into the purple lineup, replacing Tommy Boyce, is number 10, Darius Clemens.
All right, let's roll. Purples basketball. Top of the key, swings to his left, Ray to Geoghan. Geoghan back to Ray, top of the key, to his right in the wing to Clement. Clement in for the injured Tommy Boyce. Geoghan still in the ball game. Geoghan in the right corner, back up top to Clement. Clement, right side, Geoghan in the wing, back to Clement, top of the key, to the left of the arc. And the elbow to Ray, down to Geoghan in the corner. Geoghan has the ball deflected, but comes up with it and pulls up from 13 feet away and drains a jumper. Dragons pushing, Shanklin jumper up, no good, rebound, go out of bounds, but saved by the Purples, Clement. Clement pushing, up court to Geoghan. Geoghan back to Clement. Purples 5, Dragons 2, 5 minutes on the clock, first quarter. Clement to his left and Ray. To Behannon, 17-footer up, no good. Rebound Tyson Halcomb, ball knocked loose, ball still on the floor. Behannon comes away with it, Behannon up on the glass, no good. Ball tipped out of bounds. It will be off a Dragon and stay with the Purples.
Purple ball.
Entering the ball game for the Purples will be Joey Gorman. Exiting will be Mike Geoghan. Entering the game for Warren Central will be Brett Jackson, and George Fant will exit. Clement inbounds to Gorman, the left. Down low to Behannon, the blocks. Behannon spins. Ball knocked away, picked up by Ray. Ray jumper up and good. The shots are falling early for the Purples. And they have a 5-point lead, 7-2, 4:35 on the clock. King to the right. Down low pass to Jackson. Jackson being guarded by Behannon, looking to tick it out. Ball knocked away. Clement comes out with it. A jump ball be called between Clement and Jackson, and the possession arrow will go to the Dragons. Entering the game for the Purples will be Darion Simmons. Exiting will be Tyson Halcomb. George Fant comes back on the floor for the Dragons, and Jackson will take a seat. Shanklin inbounds to King. Back down low to Shanklin. Shanklin on the block. Jumper, turnaround, up, off the glass, no good. Rebound, a scrum for it. He'll come up to the Dragons. Halcomb with the rebound for the Dragons. Walks it back out, top of the key, pass to Shanklin. To his right, driving as well. Kicks it back out, King. Shot fake for the three, no way there. Down low to Fant. Fant on the block, spins up, and trickles in for George Fant. That cuts the Bowling Green lead to 3. Purple 7, Dragons 4. Bowling Green pushing, DJ Ray up, off the glass, no good. Rebound, Jordan Shanklin. A wild shot made by DJ Ray. Comes the benefit of the Dragons in pushing. Halcomb up court, off the glass, and good off the left side. Dragons down by 1, 7-6. Clement with the basketball for the Purples. Clement escapes to his right, going through the pressure. Warren Central drops back in a 2-3 zone. Clement top of the key to DJ Ray. Ray down the corner. Gorman for three. Side of the rim, no good. Rebound, Darion Simmons off the glass and good. The sophomore picks up the offensive rebound and puts the Purples back up by 3. 9-6. 3:05 on the clock, first quarter. Shanklin getting pressure. Goes to King. King in the right wing. Back to Halcomb, top of the key. Troy Halcomb being guarded by Darion Simmons. Looking for help as Simmons in his back pocket. Halcomb gets away. Kicks it back out. King for three. And off the back of the rim, no good. Rebound Wells. Wells will be called for the walk. A good offensive rebound by Shamarcus Wells. But got called for steps. Turnover to the Purples. Jordan Shanklin will take his first break of the game along with Shamarcus Wells. Martez Boards enters the game along with Denzel Carpenter. Also coming in will be Cortez Barber as King will exit. Barber and Carpenter both bring a lot of speed and a lot of quickness to this Central basketball team. Inbounds pass, go to DJ Ray. Ray double team in the backcourt. Ray trying to break away from Boards and does right side. Ray goes the right wing, pass goes between the circles to Darius Clement. Clement sitting with the offense. Pass the right side to Simmons. Simmons beyond the arc, back up top to Gorman. Swings it left to Clement, reversal, goes down the blocks to Ray. Ray up off the glass, no good. Behannon up with Fant, rebound to Behannon, and slams it on home. Walk goes up, must come down for Shane Behannon. Purple's lead is now 5, 11-6. Barber controlling the dribble for the Dragons. Going to his right, the pass. Carpenter looking, gazing, has Boards. Behannon and Fant get tied up. A double foul will be called on Behannon and Fant. And that's a second foul on Behannon and the second foul on Fant. This referee crew trying to get the tempo early between Fant and Behannon as both of them were in foul trouble now with 2 fouls in the first quarter. A minute and 59 left to play here in the quarter. Purple's up by 5, 11-6. Pass the right side. Carpenter up top to Boards. Swings it down the corner. Carpenter down low to Fant. Fant finds Boards. Boards up and count the basket with the foul. Going the line to shoot one to try and convert the old-fashioned three-point play will be Martez Boards, and the foul is called on DJ Ray. Ray's first foul. Behannon and Fant will both head to the bench. They get a breather, and we probably will not see them until the later part of the second quarter. In the game now for the Purples is Scooter Hollis. In the game for the Dragons, Brett Jackson. Boards with the free throw up and good as Shanklin will come back in the ball game to recover Troy Halcomb. On the floor for the Purples, Simmons, Gorman, Hollis, Clement, and Ray. Inbounds will go to Ray. Ray pushing for Bowling Green. He'll go up, right-hand floater, up, trickles in for the senior, DJ Ray. Purples 13, Dragons 9. Shanklin bounce pass on the left block, finds Denzel Carpenter open up for a layup on the left side, and the lead is only 2 now for the Purples. Pass deflected, safe, inbound, go back in, up and good for Martez Boards. Tie ball game at 13. Simmons gets in trouble, gets around, goes to Gorman. Gorman for three! Bueno! 16-13. Bowling Green lead. 1:05 left to play in the quarter. Barber down low, Jackson up. And the right-hand hook falls for Jackson. Central down by 1, 16-15. Hollis pushing to Clement. Clement for three. Side of the rim, up off the blackboard, and no good. Rebound pulled down by Central's Jackson. Up court to Shanklin, pushing, weaving through traffic to Carpenter. Carpenter in the paint, and a foul will be called on the floor. 38 seconds left to play in the first quarter. A foul called on Bowling Green. And Tommy Boyce will come back in the ball game. Foul called on Clement, Clement will take a seat as Boyce comes back in. King and Halcomb are back in the ball game for the Dragons. Shanklin inbounding. Goes out to King. King for a quick three and drains it. 2-point lead for the Dragons. 30 seconds left to play here in the first quarter. Dragons up by 2. Stolen away by Shanklin and lays it in for the Dragons with 23 seconds left to play in the quarter. Warren Central up by 4, 20-16. And DG Sheriff called a quick timeout. A 30-second timeout. We'll keep it here until the end of the quarter as Bowling Green's coaching staff trying to stop the bleeding quick as Warren Central has opened up a wound on this young Bowling Green team with that full court press. Purples are being forced to turn the ball over, and Warren Central is capitalizing every way possible. A 9-point swing in favor of the Dragons as Bowling Green had a 5-point lead, and they're now down by 4, 20-16. Shamie Hannon left the game with 2 fouls just a mere 2 minutes ago, a gameplay, and Bowling Green trying to find their way. On the floor for the Purples, Simmons, Gorman, Hollis, Ray, and Boyce. For the Dragons, Boards, Wells, King, Shanklin, and Halcomb. Hollis to Simmons. Simmons back to Hollis. Hollis, cross-court bounce pass. We'll go to Boyce. Boyce will drive up. No good, but a blocking foul will be called. And Tommy Boyce will go to the line and shoot 2 for the Purples, with a foul being called on the Dragons. This foul will be up against Brett Jackson. And for Jackson, that's his first foul and the 3rd team foul against the Dragons. That's the only foul against the Dragon that was not George Fant here in the first quarter. Boyce sets and shoots. Up and good. Tyson Halcomb enters the ball game now for the Purples. Joey Gorman to take a seat for Bowling Green in these closing 14 seconds of the first quarter. The senior point guard for the Purples with a free throw. Up and good. Purples down by 2, 20-18. 12 seconds left to play in the quarter. Troy Halcomb, the ball deflected, goes to Shanklin. Shanklin for Central to King. Shot fake, nobody there to Halcomb. 3 seconds, driving, Halcomb up, no good. 1 second, up, count the basket as time expires. No, they will not. They will not count the basket. And from this broadcaster's perspective, that should have counted. That should be a basket for the Dragons, but they will not count it. 20-18, our score in the first. Be back in 60 seconds on the home of the Purples. 13:40, the ticket. How'd that sound, big guy? Awesome. I'm trying not to be over-biased with this game. I got to feel we have a lot of people listening. So. Whew, it is packed and it is hot in here.
Purple ball to start the second quarter.
Gotcha. I cannot believe they didn't count that basket. Huh? Yeah. Ball tipped on the air on the rebound and pulled down by the Dragons. Bowling Green had every chance in the world to get on the rebound. King gets it, but throws it out of bounds. Bowling Green will retain the basketball on the turnover by the Dragons. 20-18 is our score. Central with the lead as Bowling Green has the basketball. Boyce in the backcourt. Shanklin guarding, across the timeline with the dribble. Goes to Geegan. Back to Boyce. To his right to Hollis. Hollis beyond the arc, drives. Gets blocked on the shot by Halcomb. Ball on the floor. It's going to come up the Dragons as Jackson gets up to Halcomb. Halcomb pushing. Ball knocked away. Picked up by Hollis of Bowling Green. Hollis, bounce pass. Halcomb up. Blocked by his brother Troy and recovered by Jacob King on the rebound. Troy Halcomb for Warren Central. This senior guard and football standout win to win another district for the Dragons. Ball knocked out of bounds by the Purples. It will stay with Warren Central. But his brother Troy Halcomb is trying to bring another district title back to Bowling Green as these two brothers go head-to-head here tonight. King in the left wing. Goes back down the corner. On the blocks of Jackson. Up the right hand. Up and good. DJ Ray trying to be careful defensively. Not draw the fouls as there's a blocking foul called on Shanklin at midcourt. DJ Ray tried to defer, but Shanklin fouled out anyway, and it'll be a foul on Shanklin. Into the game for the Purples will be Shane Behannon, as the Purples are down by 4 since Behannon has left the ball game, but he's now back in, looking to amp up this Bowling Green offense. Boyce crossing the timeline with the pass to DJ Ray. 6:42 on the clock, second quarter. Central 22, Bowling Green 18. Ray to Geegan in the left corner, down low to Behannon. Ball knocked away from Behannon, gets the double team drawn, and it's picked up by Shamarcus Wells. Wells up to King. King for three. Front of the rim, no good. Rebound Wells, up, no good. Tip up, rebound by Mike Geegan. Purple's pushing. Halcomb to his left to Boyce. Boyce draws pressure from Shanklin to DJ Ray. Shot fake. Ray, right-hand floater up, no good. Rebound Behannon. Behannon up, no good. Rebound Wells. And a walk will be called on the Dragons. Shamarcus Wells called for the walk. Behannon could not get the offensive, he got the offensive rebound, but could not get the putback as Bowling Green just trying to get that ball in the cylinder. DJ Ray will finally do it, though, on the inbounds pass from Tommy Boyce. Purples down by 2, 22-20, second quarter. King, the left wing, to Troy Halcomb for three. No good. Rebound Behannon. Behannon tucks it between both arms. They're going to DJ Ray. Ray hands off to Boyce in the backcourt. Boyce looking towards Coach Sherrill for the play call and set up the offense. Halcomb, the right wing, up top to Geegan. Geegan to his left, the Boyce beyond the arc, left of the elbow. Ray down low to Behannon. Behannon spins, up the glass, count the basket with the foul for Shane Behannon. Ball game tied back up at 22, and with this free throw, Behannon can give the Purples back the lead. Into the game for the Dragons will be George Fant. Both Fant and Behannon in foul trouble here in the first half, each with 2 fouls apiece on the floor now. Behannon with the free throw. Sets and shoots. No good. Rebound Wells of Warren Central. Wells up court to Halcomb. Halcomb waiting on King. King in the left wing. Use the right-hand dribble. We'll go back to Halcomb, top of the key. Right side, Shanklin. Shanklin for three. Back of the rim, no good. Rebound, DJ Ray. Ray for Bowling Green. Bring the ball up court, go coast to coast. And right hand will go in for DJ Ray. Purples 24, Dragons 22. 4:55 on the clock, second quarter. Halcomb goes the top to King, the right side. King with Boyce guarding. Bowling Green a man-to-man. Pass inside to Wells. Kick out to Shanklin beyond the arc. Back to Halcomb, top of the key. Swings it left to Shanklin. Down low to Fant. Fant turns, kicks it Halcomb. Halcomb drives, penetrates in the paint. Ball stripped, but a foul called against the Purples. Foul will be on Tyson Halcomb. And going to the line to shoot two will be his brother Troy Halcomb. 24-22 is our score. Bowling Green with the lead. Free throw rattles out. for Troy Halcomb. Entering the ball game for the Purples be Darion Simmons. Exiting is Tyson Halcomb. Entering the game for Warren Central will be Denzel Carpenter along with Brett Jackson. George Fant will take a seat for Warren Central. On the floor for Central, Shanklin, Jackson, Halcomb, Carpenter, and Wells. Free throw up, no good. Rebound knocked away on the floor. Come up sliding is Carpenter. Central will come up with the rebound off the free throw. Driving is Halcomb, up, no good. DJ Ray saves him going out of bounds on the rebound to Darion Simmons. Simmons to Boyce. Boyce across the timeline, wants to drive. Ball knocked away on the floor. Geegan will fall on it and get tied up on the floor with Shamarcus Wells. Possession arrow will go to the Dragons. Fant back in the ball game for the Dragons. Boards takes a seat. Jackson will exit. Boards and King will come back in as Shanklin and Wells will exit. Boards, Halcomb, King, Carpenter, Fant on the floor for the Dragons. Boyce, Geegan, Simmons, Ray, Behannon on the floor for the Purples. Bowling Green, the 24-22 lead, the 4-minute mark of the second quarter. Boards wants to drive, go up, and will rattle in with the left hand. Tie ball game at 24. Boyce, up court, Behannon, slams it on home for Shane Behannon. 26-24, Bowling Green lead. King in the right corner, down low to Fant. Fant spins around Behannon and gets blocked from behind by Behannon, and a foul will be called on the offensive rebound, and this will be on Behannon. That's his third foul. Behannon has got to leave the ball game for the rest of the first half, and be careful the rest of this game. Fant at the line to shoot 2 for the Dragons. First one, no good off the back of the rim.
Number 14, Tyson Halcomb into the lineup.
Halcomb will come in the ball game as Behannon will take a seat. And Cortez Barber will come in the game as Troy Halcomb will leave. Clement for the Purples comes in, and Boyce will exit. Fant, free throw. Up, no good. Rebound, Geegan of Bowling Green. Geegan, the guard, has done a good job on the boards already tonight here in the first half for the Purples. Ray pushing, loses control, comes out with it, blocked by Fant. And recovered by Carpenter of Warren Central. Barber to his right. Boards wants to drive, lose the basketball out of bounds, will go to the Purples. Shanklin and Jackson will enter as Fant and King will take a seat on the Warren Central bench. Shanklin, Barber, Jackson, Carpenter, and Boards in the game for the Dragons. Simmons up court to Clement. Clement stops, pops, goes to Halcomb. Down low to Ray. Right hand off the glass and good for DJ Ray. 28-24, Bowling Green with the lead. Shanklin kicks to his right. Barber picks up his dribble down the corner. Boards back up to Carpenter, left to Shanklin. And a timeout will be called by Coach Riley, who is not happy about his offense. It's a 30-second timeout called by Warren Central. We'll take a 30-second timeout also. Be back with Purples basketball here on 1340 The Ticket. Hey, Seth. Is the PA guy, like, overbearing? I know that yeah. Okay. Not much I can do about that. I don't have that microphone on. Not much I can do about that. He really needs the microphone out of his throat. Gotcha. Halcomb inbound to Fant, down low to Wells, ball knocked away. It'd be a jump ball possession arrow to the Purples. DJ Ray got in with Shamarcus Wells, and DJ Ray was the beneficiary. On the floor for the Purples, Clement, Geegan, Simmons, Halcomb, and Ray. Fant exits for the Dragons. On the floor for Warren Central, Wells, Shanklin, Jackson, Halcomb, and King. Inbounds pass to go to Clement. Back to Darion Simmons. Simmons brings up court. Will go to himself on the blocks. Finds Clement open. Clement shot fake, pulls in. Jumper up, no good. Rebound Halcomb. Halcomb bring it back out. Halcomb of Bowling Green. Go out to DJ Ray. Ray goes to the paint, kick out to Geegan. Geegan going in. Halcomb for three. Way off, no good. Darion Simmons goes to the floor, is in pain. Central Shanklin driving, down low pass, up and good for Jackson. As Simmons took a hard bump, but seems to be okay and playing through it. A 2-point lead now for the Purples after that basket made by Jackson of Central. Halcomb in the right wing goes up top to Simmons. To his left beyond the arc, left of the elbow to Clement. Clement with Shanklin guarding, try to get around Shanklin and will, but a whistle will be blown. I believe it'll be a foul on the floor. It'll be on Shanklin with the hand check. Didn't see the foul from my vantage point, and I had a good look. But a foul nonetheless called by the striped individual. Entering the game for the Purples will be Hollis and Gorman. Exiting will be Geegan and Halcomb. 1:48 left to play here in the second quarter. Bowling Green 28, Warren Central 26. Clement inbounds to Hollis in the right corner. Hollis back to Clement on the right side.
Both teams in the bonus the rest of the
Clement
half.
hands off Simmons, top of the key. Simmons spins, up left hand, no good. Rebound Shamarcus Wells. Wells for the Dragons with the basketball. Cannot maintain a dribble. He'll finally go to Carpenter. Carpenter to King. King to Halcomb. Ball poked out by Simmons, and Clement picks it up. Clement to his left. Hollis gets blocked on the three by Brett Jackson. Good play by Brett Jackson of Warren Central defensively. Halcomb pushing for Central, up, no good. Rebound knocked away, picked up by Clement. Clement drives, goes up, no good. Rebound King. King up court to Troy Halcomb. Halcomb goes up, and a charge called. Joey Gorman sets and gets the charge called against Troy Halcomb of Warren Central. Joey Gorman with the big charge called against Halcomb. Good play by the always intelligent Joey Gorman. Entering the game for the Purples, an unfamiliar face in these high intense games, Jalen Hunter in the ball game now for Bowling Green to give them a little bit of size and length against a long and lengthy Warren Central team. Hollis inbounding, looking for help. Can't find it, but get it to Clement finally. And Clement will go off court to DJ Ray. Ray across timeline with the dribble. Up, off the glass and good for DJ Ray. Purples 30, Dragons 26. 40 seconds left to go in the second quarter. Press down low to Carpenter. And it goes off Carpenter's hands out of bounds. And a turnover to the Purples. Bowling Green 30, Warren Central 26. 39 seconds on the clock left to play in the second quarter. Hollis inbounding on the right baseline, up court to Clement. Clement using that speed, driving, goes to Hunter, jumper up, no good. Rebound, yanked down by Carpenter. Pass up court to Barber. Barber drives, ball knocked away, picked up by Hunter. Hunter throws it away, and recovered by Jackson. Jackson, the king of Warren Central. To his left to Barber. Carpenter. Swings it, reversal, King, three, no good. Rebound knocked away and picked up by DJ Ray. Ray for the Purples, pushing with the dribble. Ray down court, up to Hollis, no good, but put back up and good by Jalen Hunter. Hollis slow to get up, but seems to be okay. And that will be the end of your first half. A track meet, back and forth, up and down. 6-point lead for the Purples, 32-26. Take a breath. Be back in 3 minutes on the home of the Purples, 1340, The Ticket.
Warren East basketball boosters would
Good
like to
God.
thank Subway, Pizza Hut, and Culver's for their support of the hospitality room tonight.
You talk about a fast half. Just up and down. I mean, Jesus.
Left an iPhone in the concession stand. You can come out there and pick it up if you would.
Whew. That was something. Color me intense. Thank you, Scott. That's a good stat right there. Phew. My, oh my, what a game. Who keeps pushing the damn table? Got you, big fella. Hey, by the way, thank you for doing the game tonight. Oh, man. All right. Gotcha. Hey, Charlie. Charlie. Welcome back to halftime here at Warren East in this district championship matchup between Bowling Green and Warren Central. This first half was a track meet and a half. The Winter Olympics are going on in Vancouver, Canada. The Summer Olympics are basically taking place with a track and field event here at Warren East. This game has been fast. This game has been up and down. This game has been physical. It's everything that you could want and imagine in a Bowling Green Warren Central game. If you're here, you're probably out of breath just because this game is so fast. But right now, Bowling Green has a 6-point lead, 32-26 over Warren Central. Ironically, it's their largest lead of the game. Neither team has had a lead over 5 points until this point, with Bowling Green with a 6-point lead, a 32-26. Regardless of what happens here tonight, both teams are in the region tournament. Both winning their respective opening round of district games, they're in the region tournament. The drawing will be tomorrow at 2 o'clock. This game, in retrospect, really means nothing. It has two things if you really want to look at it. It has bragging rights when it comes to Bowling Green and Warren Central, and it gives you a better seed in the region. If you win this game tonight, then you will end up playing a team that was the runner-up in their district. If you lose this game, you play a team that was the winner of their district tournament. If you're Bowling Green, if you're Warren Central, I really believe it does not matter which one you get. I honestly believe the only team that can beat Bowling Green is Warren Central. The only team that can beat Warren Central is Bowling Green this year in the region. Now, that may not end up being the championship game in the region in nearly a week, but it's something to keep your eyes on, something to pay attention to. But there seems to always be something dramatic, something that always happens that no one expects in the region tournament. Will Bowling Green and Central be the beneficiaries of that, or will be the victims of that scenario? That's something we'll find out next week when the district tournament gets underway, starting on Wednesday for the boys. The girls will start Monday. The Bowling Green Lady Purples had their draw earlier today and will play Monroe County 8 o'clock Monday night at Diddle Arena. Still no word yet on what Bowling Green will play on Wednesday or Thursday and who they'll play against. It'll either be 6:30 or 8 o'clock on Wednesday or Thursday at Diddle Arena. And you can catch all the games here of Bowling Green here on 1340 The Ticket. And all games will be broadcast live on Zone Broadcasting. Go to thehighschoolzone.com with video and audio of each region game for both boys and girls. You can also catch this game tonight on replay inside Cable 5 in the near future. And also this game will be on thehighschoolzone.com/Bowling Green to watch and replay on your own time. And if you're here, then you're jam-packed. If you're outside looking in, apologies, but at least you're listening to a great game here on The Ticket. We're going to take a break. We get back from the break, we'll have your second half. Before we do, though, a reminder to those of you who are out and about the Bowling Green, Warren County area, listen to our broadcast here on The Ticket. Make sure that you and those of you in the same vehicle are buckled up. WBGN, we care about Bowling Green. We'll be back in 3 minutes here on the home of the Purples, 1340 The Ticket. What?
Just made an announcement for everybody to slide in a little bit to try to get some people to sit down. Like, yeah, right.
Yeah.
This time I'd like to thank Nicole Clark for organizing the hospitality room. She did a great job for all the coaches and officials here this week in Warren East. And all the Warren East people have been very accommodating this week. If you see somebody from Warren East, thank them for the hosting the tournament, will you? Would also like to remind everybody to please remain standing or seated after the conclusion of the ball game for the presentation of the all-district teams and presentation of the championship trophies.
People keep bracing on that and pushing it.
Central ball to start the second half.
(32-26) is our score. Bowling Green with the lead to start the third quarter. Central will have the basketball to begin the third. Jacob King will inbound from the far sideline. On the floor for the Purples, Geegan, Boyce, Halcomb, Behannon, and Ray. For Central, King, Wells, Halcomb, Fant, and Shanklin. Inbounds pass will go to Troy Halcomb of Warren Central. Halcomb to his right to King, and a block will be called on King as he got double team pressure in the right wing, and a turnover to the Purples. Ray inbounds the far sideline in the backcourt to Boyce. Boyce to his right to Halcomb. Warren Central in a man-to-man defense. Boyce with the basketball to Geegan, top of the key, inside to Behannon. Behannon goes up under to Halcomb, off the right side of the glass, and good. First quarter, Halcomb scored to start the ball game. Third quarter, start the second half, Tyson Halcomb gets the first basket. Purples, 8-point lead, 34-26. Shanklin, three, up, no good. Rebound will go out of bounds off of Geegan as Mike Geegan tried to run it down and went crashing in the Warren Central bench. 34-26, 7:17 on the clock. Third quarter, Bowling Green with the lead. Halcomb cuts inside for the Dragons, up, and a foul will be called on the Purples, DJ Ray. And Halcomb gets the basket with the foul and will go to the line for an old-fashioned three-point play. For Ray, that is only his second foul. Behannon, only player for the Purples in foul trouble with 3. Halcomb, free throw up, no good. Rebound by Wells. Wells up and blocked by Behannon. Go out of bounds as Tyson Halcomb goes into Central bench. And Warren Central will retain the basketball after the block by Shane Behannon. Halcomb will inbound for the Dragons to the near sideline in front of the Dragon bench. Bounce pass goes into Wells, kicks it right side in the wing to Shanklin. Shanklin looking down low to Halcomb. Halcomb and Boyce guarding. On the right block, spins around Boyce, off the glass and good for Troy Halcomb. 34-30, 4-point lead for the Purples. Of those 2 quick baskets made by the Dragons. Halcomb up court to Boyce, penetrates up and good with a pint-sized point guard. 36-30, Bowling Green lead. Pass to King, 3, drains the 3 from beyond the arc for Jacob King. Inbounds pass to Behannon, back in the backcourt to Ray. Up court, on the timeline, a pass to Boyce. 36-33, Bowling Green with the lead. Here in the third quarter, 6:15 to go. Boyce to Geegan, inside to Behannon. Ball knocked away and picked up by Shanklin. Shanklin back to King. 4-3 again. No good. Rebound DJ Ray. Ray up court to Geegan. Wide receiver brings it in for Mike Geegan after the quarterback throw by DJ Ray up court. 38-33. Purples on top of the Dragons. Shanklin, running jumper, misses everything. Rebound Fant. Off the glass and good for George Fant. 38-35, ball thrown away. Picked up by the Dragons. Fant up court to Halcomb, back to King for 3. Side of the rim, no good. Halcomb up, off the glass and good. Behannon could not do much, trying not to draw that foul. And Halcomb gets the easy bucket for the Dragons. A full timeout by the Purples as their lead has diminished to 1. 38-37. Be back in 30 seconds on the home of the Purples. 13:40, the ticket.
Number 10, Darius Clement. Number 23, Darion Simmons back in the Purples after the timeout.
Gotcha. (38-37), Bowling Green with the lead. A full timeout called by Coach Sherrill to get his team regrouped, as Warren Central at one time in this quarter was down by 8, only now down by 1. Bowling Green basketball. Purple's going left to right of your radio dial here in the second half. Simmons on the left baseline as Central is in a 2-2-1 press. Inbounds to Clement. Clement, top of the key, looking down low, has a cutter up. Simmons rejected by Halcomb, and ball will go out of bounds, be off of Purple, and back to the Dragons. Clement had a good look in Simmons, but Simmons, his size hurt him as he got blocked from the side by Troy Halcomb. Wells to Fant at midcourt. Fant to King, 3. Missed it on the front of the rim. Rebound Geegan, behind the back dribble. Up court Behannon. Behannon plays above the rim as he slams it on home from the assist from Mike Geegan. 40-37 after that breakaway dunk in transition by the big fella, Shane Behannon. Fant to his left to Troy Halcomb. Halcomb wants to drive. He'll kick it back right. King for 3. No good. Tip out by Behannon. Rebound by Behannon. Big fella to Ray. Left side up. No good. Put back up and good by Behannon. Good follow by the junior standout star, Shane Behannon. 42-37. Ball knocked away by Geegan. Geegan leading jumper up. No good. Rebound King of Warren Central. King up court to Halcomb. Halcomb called for the walk. He tried to jump step, and his left foot, his plant foot, moved, and he got the walk called. Entering the game for the Purple will be Joey Gorman. Exiting will be Mike Geegan. Into the game for Warren Central will be Carpenter, along with Donovan Hazel. And Martez Boards will come to the game. Shanklin, Carpenter, Boards, Hazel, and Fant on the floor for the Dragons. Ray, Clement, Simmons, Gorman, Behannon on the floor for the Purples. Clement to his right. Simmons open beyond the arc. Goes in, drives, spins, up the glass, no good. Rebound Behannon. Behannon double team trouble out to Simmons. Kicks it, Gorman 3. Bueno! Joey Gorman gives the Purples the 8-point lead, 45-37, and a kick ball and a great defensive play by Darion Simmons. Exiting the game will be Hazel. Coming in will be Jacob King back in the ball game. 45-37, 3:40 on the clock here in the third quarter. Boards to Halcomb. Halcomb beyond the arc, kicks it right side, up and rejected by Behannon as Carpenter drove. Now a pass to Fant, blocked again by Behannon. Behannon up court to Ray. Ray up, no good. Rebound Carpenter. Carpenter to Shanklin. Shanklin, 15-foot jumper, no good. Rebound knocked away and almost saved by Behannon, but could not save it in time as it goes out of bounds. Behannon has come back in a furious way here in the third quarter, both offensively and defensively, with the shot blocking and jumping ability. Behannon will take his seat. Scooter Halls will exit to give the big fella the break. Halcomb to his left to Shanklin. Shanklin to his left. Shanklin back with the basketball to Halcomb. Halcomb, top of the key, driving to his left. Right hand up and good over Darion Simmons. Simmons inbounding after the basket by the Dragons, makes it 45-39. Up court pass intercepted by Fant. Fant played safety, but threw it away to Simmons. Up court to Gorman. Tip pass, Ray, up and good. Senior to senior. Beautiful play. Gorman finds DJ Ray. And a trip from behind by Darius Clement sends Troy Halcomb to the floor.
Foul called on number 10, Darius Clement, his second team.
Foul call on Clement. 47-39 is our score. 2:24 on the clock. Third quarter. Boards inbounds to Shanklin. Shanklin pushing up floor in the backcourt. Shanklin across the timeline with the dribble. Goes top of the key to Halcomb to his left. Down low to Fant. Ball knocked away and be recovered for going out of bounds, but throwing it in out of bounds will be Boards. 2:07 on the clock. Third quarter. Purples 47, Dragons 39. This is the third time the Purples have had an 8-point lead, and it's their largest lead of the game. Simmons up court to Clement. Clement, without numbers, will fall back. Go to his right to Hollis. Hollis penetrates the middle. Up and gets rejected. Out to Gorman for three. No good. Rebound pulled down by Halcomb. Halcomb bounce pass to Shanklin up court. Shanklin pushing. Finds a wide open Martez Boards on a nasty dribble pass. What a play by Shanklin to find the open Boards. Up court to Hollis for three. And bueno! Scooter Hollis puts the Purples up by 9, 50-41. And knocked out of bounds from behind on Darius Clement. It will stay with the Dragons as Clement came with a weak side and stopped Central from pursuing a transition basket. Joey Gorman will take a seat as Tyson Halcomb will enter the ball game. Inbounds pass will go into Boards. To his left is Shanklin, down low to Halcomb. Halcomb spins, right hand up, no good. He gets his own offensive rebound off the right side of the glass, and good. 50-43, Bowling Green lead, 1:15 to play the third quarter. Hollis pulls up from 14 feet away and drains the running jumper. 52-43. Shanklin, up court pass. Halcomb penetrates. The King for three. Drains it. 52-46. Three-point basket by J.F. King. Cuts it to a 6-point lead for the Purples. Under a minute left. 45 seconds left to play in the third quarter. Simmons, 16-foot jumper on the back of the rim. No good. Hollis rebound. Up and good. Hollis, offensive rebound. Pulled down and gets the basket. Bowling Green back up by 8. 54-46. Pass to King up court. Three, no good. Rebound by Jackson. Throws off the feet of Clement out of bounds. And Central will retain the basketball under their own basket. Into the game for the Purples will be Boyce and Geegan. Exiting Simmons and Clement. Also into the game for Central will be George Fant. Exiting will be Jackson. Shanklin, King, Fant, Jackson, and Carpenter on the floor. Excuse me, Boards instead of Jackson. Boards up. No good, but a rebound will be going to George Fant. And put up and good. Count the basket with the foul. Fant will go to the line and shoot one. Excuse me, shoot two. The basket did not go in. And Fant has 2 free throws coming. Fant, free throw up and good.
Back for the Purples, Joey Gorman.
Into the game for the Purples will be Gorman. Exiting will be Hollis. As Barber and Hazel are back in the game for the Dragons. Fant has one more free throw coming. Free throw up, free throw good. 54-48 after the free throws made by Fant puts the Dragons down by 6. 15 seconds left to play in the third quarter. Tyson Halcomb with Tommy Boyce. Boyce drives, kicks right side. Geegan, three. No good. Rebound, Gorman. Gorman to Ray. Ray for three. No good. Rebound, Hazel. Deflected. Gorman, three. At the buzzer. Bueno. Bowling Green, 57. Warren Central, 48. As time runs out in the third quarter. Back in 60 seconds on the home the Purples. 13-40, the ticket.
Purple 57, Dragons 38.
Woo!
One more update on that Bowling Green, or on the Western score. So close your ears. 50 to 26 at the half, Western.
Gotcha.
Purple ball to start the fourth quarter.
$57-48 to start your fourth quarter. Purples the 9-point lead after a buzzer beater by Joey Gorman into the third quarter. Purples basketball. Gorman to Behannon. Behannon left to the elbow. Brings it back out for three. No good for the big fella. Rebound pulled down by Barber of Warren Central. Here's where Bowling Green has got to watch it, as there's a timeout called by Warren Central. A 30-second timeout will keep it right here.
Timeout.
For Bowling Green, you've got to keep the foot on the pedal.
30-second timeout.
Bowling Green has a tendency to get these type of leads and to let the teams that they're going against come back, as Bowling Green will kind of fall asleep a little bit and start shooting the three, start choosing for perimeter shots. But Bowling Green has got to keep attacking the basket. That's how they've got this 9-point lead. Pressure defense and attacking the basket, and most notably getting some big rebounds offensively for the Purples. Everybody has done their job tonight. It's not been a one-man band, and Shane Behannon has been a big difference maker, but everybody else for Bowling Green has stepped up in a big way tonight and finally got a 9-point lead over rival Warren Central. But Central has got to stop the bleeding and fast against Bowling Green and probably try to slow the game down. King in the corner, comes out, goes to Wells, ends in the paint, to Shanklin, back to Halcomb. Bowling Green in a 2-3 zone. Goes to Shanklin with the pass. Shanklin drives, and there will be a blocking foul on Gorman. And Warren Central will retain the basketball. We saw Bowling Green do this 2-3 zone the other night against Greenwood. For the majority of the season, Bowling Green has dropped back this 2-3 zone. They struggle with it. But Greenwood, it was successful. We'll see what it does against Warren Central. Shanklin to Halcomb, to King, three. No good. Rebound, Tyson Halcomb. Halcomb finds DJ Ray. Ray up court to Gorman. Gorman to Halcomb. Ball tipped away, recovered by Gorman. Go back to DJ Ray. Ray dribble the left hand, will slow it down. Spin around Wells. Goes the right wing, pass to Boyce. Boyce to Halcomb. Halcomb back up top to Gorman. To his left in the wing. To Boyce, back top the key to Behannon. Behannon spins around, Fant goes up, gets a foul called. Behannon goes to the floor, spinning out of bounds, and will go to the line and shoot two for his efforts as the foul is called on George Fant. That is the fourth foul.
Foul's called number 44, George Fant.
That's his third foul. Behannon is the one with three fouls. I thought Fant had three originally, too, but that is only Fant's third foul. Behannon sets and shoots the free throw. Off the back of the rim, no good. 6:38 on the clock. here in the fourth quarter. Purples 57, Dragons 48. Behannon sets and shoots his second free throw. On the back of the rim, no good. Rebound by Wells of Warren Central. Wells to Halcomb. Halcomb getting around Boyce, goes top of the key, pass right side to Shanklin, back to Halcomb. Halcomb in the left wing, goes to Fant. Fant, 16-foot jumper, up, no good. Gets his own rebound, up, off the glass, no good. Ball tipped out by Behannon. Halcomb tips over King, brings it up. Halcomb driving, and they will call a charge on Tyson Halcomb as Shanklin set up and put his body on the line against the junior Tyson Halcomb. Halcomb was simply out of control trying to push the ball forward. They had a great play getting the ball away from King, but could not control his tempo and his speed. And the foul called, and Warren Central, the beneficiary, gets the ball back. 57-48. Bowling Green with the lead over Warren Central. 6:16 on the clock here in the fourth quarter in this District 14 championship game. Wells inbounds to Shanklin. Shanklin being guarded by Boyce. Back to his left to Halcomb. Bowling Green back in a man-to-man. King to Fant. Fant right at the elbow, pull over the jumper. Up, no good. Rebound Wells. Ball poked out by Geegan and will stay with the Dragons. Geegan may not have got the rebound, but he got the ball out of a Dragon hand to keep them from trying to get the easy bucket on the offensive rebound. Shanklin will inbound the left baseline on the right block. Shanklin gazing, goes into Wells. Wells up, violent shot, no good. Fant with the tip up, and good. 57-50. That bucket by Fant of Warren Central. 5:45 left to play. Boyce up court, no good. Rebound Behannon, up off the glass and good for the big fella, Shane Behannon. 5:35 left to play in regulation. 59-50, Bowling Green with the lead. Halcomb going to his left. He'll go back to King to his right with the pass. King to Fant, bounce pass down low to Wells on the right block, up and good through the defenders. It's back to only a 7-point lead now for the Purples after that basket made by Wells of the Dragons. Ray will walk the ball up court. Pass goes to Boyce in the right wing. Boyce hands off DJ Ray, top of the key. Ray trying to get around Wells. Will go to the left hand, spins to his right, up off the glass and good by DJ Ray. 61-52, Bowling Green, 9-point lead. King pulls the pass, 4-3, no good. Rebound Behannon. Bowling Green's Behannon will bring it up. Top of the key, and a carry be called for Behannon. Good call with a striped individual as Behannon was trying to set up some move and gets called for the carry. Hollis winning the ball game for the Purples. DJ Ray will take a seat. We have 4:41, 4 minutes, 41 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Purples 61, Dragons 52, as Bowling Green ended the third quarter on a great run to get them this 9-point lead. Shanklin up court. Wells not looking, throws it away, recovered by Hollis. Hollis around Shanklin. Down low to Behannon. Behannon plays above the rim and slams it home for the big fella. An 11-point lead by the Purples. 63-52. Shanklin penetrates, finds Wells driving, rejected. No, says I, by Shane Behannon. Hollis spin move up, no good, but a foul be called against the Dragons. And Hollis with the line to shoot 2 as the foul for Warren Central is against Jacob King.
Jacob King, his first, second team foul on the Dragons. Peter Hollis at the line with
Hollis at the line for the Purples. First free throw up, no good on the back of the rim. Into the game for the Purples be Darion Simmons and DJ Ray. Exiting will be Tyson Halcomb and Tommy Boyce. Exiting the game for the Dragons will be Shamarcus Wells, as Martez Boards will be back in the ball game for Warren Central. Hall, the second free throw. Up and good. A 64-52 lead, 12-point lead for the Purples. Largest lead of the ball game. Fant to King, to Boards. Left side, Halcomb. Halcomb drives. Up. No good. Ball tipped out. Recovered by Boards on the rebound. Will go to King. Now to Fant. Fant on the block will go around Behannon. Use his elbows and his power and get the bucket. Cut it back to 10 for the Dragons. Ray to Hollis in the right wing. Hollis being guarded by King. Down low pass Simmons. Simmons up. No good. Awkward acrobatic shot by Simmons. Results in nothing. Rebound Dragons. King, top of the key three. No good. Rebound Fant. Fant spins up and good. Single digits now for the Purples as a foul will be called on the inbounds pass. King got tied up with Darion Simmons. And for Warren Central, that's only the fourth team foul. Excuse me, third team foul.
Correction. That foul is on number 13, Jacob King.
Fant will go off the floor for Warren Central. He's hobbling on his right ankle. And we have mass substitutions coming in as Shanklin will take a seat along with King. And in the game is Barber, Hazel, and Carpenter for the Dragons, along with Boards and Wells on the floor. Clement for the Purples. Takes the inbounds pass. Takes himself off the right side of the glass and good. Back to a 10-point lead for the Purples. 66-56, 3:10 on the clock here in the fourth quarter. Wells has the ball stolen away by Clement. Clement gets tied up with Hazel, but it'll be off of Hazel out of bounds and back to the Purples. Enter the game for Bowling Green will be Shane Behannon. Exiting will be Scooter Hollis. Entering for Warren Central will be Shanklin, King, and Halcomb. Exiting will be Hazel, Barber, and Carpenter. Simmons inbounding for the Purples. On the floor for Bowling Green, Clement, Simmons, Ray, Geegan, and Behannon. Shanklin, Halcomb, King, Boards, and Wells for the Dragons. Clement, top of the key. Ball knocked away, but Ray recovers. Double team coming on Ray. He'll find open man in Simmons. Cross court to Geegan. Geegan for three. And bueno! 13-point lead. 69-56 for Bowling Green. 2:30 left to play in regulation. Halcomb to his right. Ball deflected and knocked away by Mike Geegan. Out of bounds. Into the game for the Dragons will be George Fant. And exiting will be Martez Boards. Halcomb will inbound on the far sideline in the right corner. Will inbound to Shanklin. Shanklin in the right wing. Goes cross court left side to King. King picks up his dribble. Goes to Wells in his left. Bowling Green a 2-3 zone. 2:15 left to play. King looking for a shot. Will go down to Fant. Fant jumper up and good. And a timeout by Coach Tim Riley of Warren Central. It's a full timeout. Bowling Green's lead is now 11 after that bucket by George Fant on the jumper. 69-58, Bowling Green. Be back here on 1340, The Ticket. (69-58) in front of this packed house here at Warren East for this District 14 championship matchup between the Purples and the Dragons. Bowling Green has that 69-58 lead. as the Purples, since the tip-off, have been clicking on all cylinders tonight against Warren Central. But remember, back in January, when Central played Bowling Green at Bowling Green, the Purples had a lead just like this. In the closing minutes is when Central made their miraculous comeback. Ray to Clement. Clement wants to drive, cuts to the paint, up. Alley-oop tip to Shane Behannon. Behannon got hit from behind by Fant. Cannot throw it down, but gets the tip. And Purple's back up by 13. Pass to George Fant down the left block, and he slams it home for the Dragons. 71-60. Simmons up court to Geegan. Geegan, the receiver, pulls it in from Simmons, the quarterback. 73-60. Purple lead. King to Halcomb. Halcomb drives. And a foul on Behannon. For Behannon, that's his fourth foul. And the big fella has done a great job here in this second half not to be in foul trouble. He drew 3 fouls in the first half, but this is the only foul called against him here in the second half. Halcomb at the line to shoot 2 as the foul was called on Behannon. .126 left to play. Purple's the 13-point lead, 73-60. Troy Halcomb's free throw for Warren Central falls in for the Dragons. King and Wells will exit.
And number 4, Martez Ford.
Halcomb, second free throw for the Dragons. Up. And rattles in good. Ray inbounding for Bowling Green. Ray up court. Pull it in for Simmons, and Simmons cannot pull it in with the over-the-shoulder throw from DJ Ray. Coach Sherrill telling DJ Ray to calm it down and to think about it before you throw those deep passes. Boards inbounds to Shanklin. Shanklin moving the ball up court with the dribble. Gets double team at half court, pass the left side to Halcomb, drives, goes up the glass, no good. Rebound Fant. It's now a single-digit lead for the Purples as Warren Central has scored 4 quick points. 73-64. Bowling Green the lead. Timeout called. A full timeout by Coach Riley of Warren Central. Back in 30 seconds on the home of the Purples. 13:40, the ticket. Hey, big fella. You been keeping highlights for me tonight? All right, cool. Just when the game's over and everything else, just cut them out for me if you don't mind. And just make a folder that says District Championship. I appreciate that. (73-64), a 9-point lead for Bowling Green as they have had the lead ever since the second quarter. 1:14 left to play in regulation. Geegan, Hollis, Clement, Ray, and Behannon come out of the huddle on the floor for the Purples. Shanklin, Fant, Boards, Carpenter, and Halcomb on the floor for the Dragons. And his ball is knocked out of bounds. It's off of DJ Ray. Warren Central will get the basketball under their own goal, only down by 9. Here's where you got to keep your eye on Jacob King. The sharpshooter, His Highness King, could be lethal. Shanklin to Halcomb. Halcomb to King. Back to Halcomb. 1:05 left to play. Halcomb right-hand floater trickles in for the senior of Warren Central. Under a minute left to play. 73-66. And they're going to call a 5-second, but Coach Sherrill called the timeout before the 5-second call, and they will give Bowling Green, the timeout. There was a referee right next to Coach Sherrill, and he came down and deferred the timeout over the original 5-second call. In the situation, it doesn't look good here in person, but it was the right call at the right time. There was a whistle right in front of the Bowling Green bench before the whistle to blow a 5-second call. It's a full timeout by the Purples. We'll keep it right here until the end of regulation as Bowling Green is up 73-66 in the closing minute of this district championship game. Bowling Green trying to hold on and trying to get a high seed in the 4th region tournament that will be starting here in a few days on Wednesday for the boys. On the floor for Central coming out of the timeout, Shanklin, Boards, Wells, Carpenter, and Halcomb. For the Purples, Behannon, Clement, Hollis, Geegan, and Ray. Geegan inbounding the left baseline. 54 seconds left to play in regulation. Geegan looking. Geegan throwing into Ray. Ray being guarded by Halcomb, and Halcomb will foul Ray. That will be the 4th team foul called on Warren Central. Have 3 more to go before Bowling Green is in the bonus. 1 more foul against the Purples, and Warren Central will be in the bonus. 73-66, Purple lead over the Dragons. Geegan looking in. And another timeout. No, they'll call a 5-second. They'll call a 5-second violation on the Purples as Geegan did not call the timeout quick enough. Turnover to the Dragons.
5-second violation, Central ball.
Shanklin inbounding on the left baseline in the corner. We'll go to Halcomb. To Shanklin, goes top of the key. Shanklin drives, goes up and goes over Behannon. Tip. And they will call a foul on the putback against the Purples. Foul be on Hollis, a push in the back. And this will be a 1-and-1 as Warren Central is now in the bonus. Hollis will exit for the Purples as Tyson Halcomb will enter. Fant will exit as Shamarcus Wells is in the ballgame now for the Dragons. Boards with the crucial free throw, up and good. Purples have lost momentum here in the closing seconds as Coach Riley has used his timeouts to a T to try and slow down Bowling Green as much as possible. Boards with the second free throw. Good. Halcomb looking to inbound for the Purples. Going to DJ Ray. Ball knocked out of bounds by Halcomb of Warren Central to stay with the Purples. Boyce will come in the ballgame now for Bowling Green as Darius Clement will exit. Inbounding in the left corner is Halcomb. Go up top to Behannon as Behannon gets wrapped around by Shamarcus Wells. That's the 5th team foul against Warren Central. And Bowling Green will inbound in front of the scorers table.
On the Dragons, Purple ball.
Boyce inbounding for the Purples, the near sideline. Shanklin guarding the inbounds pass. Boyce looking, gazing, going in the backcourt to DJ Ray. Ray gets fouled by Halcomb, and that's the 6th team foul called on Warren Central. 1 more to give for the Dragons before the Purples are in the bonus. Fant back in the ball game as Wells will take a seat. Geegan inbounding for Bowling Green. Goes to Boyce. Boyce trying to get around Shanklin, and Shanklin will smack Boyce in the face, and a foul will finally be called against Denzel Carpenter. And Boyce will go to the line and shoot a 1-and-1 as Boyce got slapped in the face from behind by Jordan Shanklin. King Back in the ball game for Warren Central, along with Tyson Halcomb of the Purples. Paulus will take a seat.
At the line is a 1-1.
Boys at the free throw line, squinting his right eye, but says to shoot the free throws as the Purples are up by 5. The front end of a 1-1 coming for Boyce. Up and no good. Rebound Fant of Warren Central. Fant up court to Halcomb. Halcomb to his left to King. King looking down. Ball knocked away by Tyson Halcomb. Go out of bounds and stay with the Dragons. 25 seconds left to play here in regulation. Purples 73, Dragons 68. Wells in the game for the Dragons.
Number 3, Jamarcus Wells back to the Dragons.
And Boards will exit for Warren Central. Troy Halcomb being guarded by Tyson Halcomb going to Wells. Hands off Shanklin. Shanklin to his right. King for 3. No good. Wells with the rebound. Up and good. Clock still running. Simmons picks it up. Time still running. Will inbound to Ray. Ray will be fouled in the right corner as it's 73-70. Simmons let the ball sit in front of him and let the clock run as much as possible. And about 6 seconds ran off the clock. Really 3 seconds ran off the clock, 6 seconds total. 3 seconds before Simmons picked it up, and 3 seconds for Simmons to throw it in. Big free throws for DJ Ray to give Bowling Green a 2-possession lead. Purple's up by 3, 73-70. Ray, free throw up and good. 74-70. 8 seconds left to go here in regulation. DJ Ray has made this a 2-possession game with the free throw. Second one up and coming of a 1-1. From the rim, no good. Rebound King. Clock has started. 6, 5, 4, 3. King to Wells. 3 blocked. And Bowling Green will win the 14th District Championship against Warren Central. But this is only the first for Bowling Green, as this game, in retrospect, really means more than just bragging rights. Not really. What's important is the region for both of these teams. But Bowling Green wins the District 14 Championship. And for the Purples, not a lot of celebrating going on. Shane Buchanan went to the student section in a celebratory manner, but the rest of the Purples is strictly business. Would not be surprised if the Purples leave the nets up here at Warren East. You talk to any Purple basketball player, district is great. Most important, though, is the region. But this victory tonight for the Purples really says a lot. 74-70 is our final score as Joey Gorman wins the player of the tournament for Bowling Green. As Shane Buchanan jumps on Gorman and Coach Sherrill trying to get his players back to the bench. Our final score, 74-70. Bowling Green comes out on top for the second time this year in 3 games against Warren Central. We'll take a quick break. We get back, we'll talk about this game in a little more detail and talk to Coach Sherrill and Joey Gorman here on the home of the Purples. 1340, the ticket.
14th District Basketball Tournament. It's now time for the presentation of our district championship trophies and the naming of our all-district team.
That's the halftime. They're printing off the floor.
First, our 14th district runner-up is the Dragons of Warren Central. The 14th district champions are the Bowling Green Purples. Congratulations to both teams and good luck in the regional tournament. The regional tournament draw will be held tomorrow afternoon at Warren Central High School. Now for our 14th district all-tournament team from Bowling Green, Tommy Boyce. From Warren Central, Shamarcus Wells.
I think he's the Greenwood PA guy. But yeah, he's gotten annoying. Yeah. Not gonna say yay, not gonna say nay. You said it, not me.
From Warren Central, Troy Halcomb. Also from Greenwood, Lane Embry.
All right, just keep him going. I'm kind of waiting for him to kind of get through this so I can call it to Cheryl. Huh? Oh.
From Warren East, Alex Reese.
Oh, boy. Got you, buddy. I got you. And nobody wants that going their way.
From Warren Central, Jacob King.
Clever.
From Bowling Green, DJ Ray.
See, he wouldn't be that bad if he got the microphone out of his throat and held away from his mouth a little bit. That's what she said.
From Greenwood, Cody Stuckboat.
Yeah.
From Orange Central, Jordan Shanklin.
All right, bring it back whenever you get a break.
Shane Bohannon.
Gotcha. Yep. Cool.
From Warren Central, George Fant. And the last plaque from Greenwood, D. Anderson.
Post game between Bowling Green and Warren Central in the District 14 Championship. Purples come out on top 74-70. The all-district team being announced: George Fant, Shane Bohannon, Jordan Shanklin, Tommy Boyce, Shamarcus Wells, Troy Halcomb, Jim King, D. Anderson, DJ Ray, Lane Embry, Cody Stumbo, Alex Reese. All your district team for the 14th district here tonight being